Hi, Scorpio. Welcome to your monthly reading for May 2022. Okay, so this is an interesting month because the vibe I was getting was like, you're ready to, it's like you're ready for, it's like sitting in the, what's it called? I can't think of the name, where you wait for your flight, the lounge area. I can't remember the name for it. But, you're sitting in your seat. You know that you're ready to go on a plane and you're going somewhere. You're ready for flight. You're ready for travel. You're ready to move. You're ready to go. And I feel as though there's this kind of a need to, it's almost like, but spirit's like, but not yet. Your flight's not here yet. It's not ready to board yet. We're still preparing everything for flight to take you to your vacation, that kind of thing. But we're just like dancing in our seat because we just want to go. And that's the vibe I'm getting for this month for you. So I feel like there is this cocooning period for you right now. Like, it's really important this month on how you use this time of pretty much being just almost not forced, but kind of like being asked to wait before something kind of takes off, or before the doors open, or before the flight's ready for takeoff. So it's all about how we use that time. It's like we have to sit here no matter what. So how are we going to spend our time? How are we going to pass the time, kind of thing? And I feel like for many of us, there's something important that we're in the process of creating. So whether that's a business, or you're awakening to some special gift or talent that you have, that you could even apply this in a relationship where there is something kind of forming, but it's not time yet, but it is coming. And I think the slight discomfort in that, if that's the right word, is that we know it's coming, but it's that word "not yet" could be kind of like, oh my gosh, I just want to get there, right? So that's kind of the energy that I'm feeling here. So focusing on it's like the spirit is telling me kind of like trying to pump as much juice into what we're trying to create as much as possible is going to be a very good use of our time at this time right now, because it's going to really benefit you when things do take off, when the doors do open. You're going to be so ready for it. You're going to be ready to receive, and you're going to thank yourself for all the work that you did on yourself, or all the time that you spent on kind of, building towards the thing that you're building towards. So I feel like this month it's really important on focusing on, moving forward and what you want that to look like. So this is all about like planting the seeds and nurturing the ground and knowing that it will sprout when it's time to sprout, that there are some things that are kind of out of our hands, and focusing on what is in our hands. That's the energy that I'm seeing here for this month for you. That's the energetic space I see Scorpio being in. Okay, so 6 of Cups. Let's crossing this. The overarching theme for Scorpio this month. Yeah, see, look at that. Knight of Pentacles. So look, hard work, really focusing in on what we want to build. I kind of feel like I'm also hearing working out the kinks. So this month you may find that like whatever it is that you are building or creating, there may be some things that may be brought to your attention where you may kind of look at it and be like, okay, I need to adjust this, or this is something that I kind of need to work on in myself in order for me to kind of have a breakthrough in my work, or this new beginning for myself, or what it is that I want to build. So for example, let's say we're trying to live like a physically healthier lifestyle or something. And this month, as you're on this journey, you kind of come to some kind of realization about a particular food that you eat that you actually realize you have an allergy to, or you actually don't react that well to. And it's like, okay, so what happens if I kind of take this out? And you find that by taking that one thing out of your diet, your health like completely changes. So that's the vibe that I'm seeing here. And you can also apply that to your work. It's like, why do I always feel like I'm always behind in my work? Well, you're kind of taking a look at maybe are there some areas areas in my life I tend to procrastinate, or I tend to kind of put things off, or I have this habit of doing this one thing, and that has always hindered me. And so now it's like I can kind of take care of those kinks, you know? So this is kind of like fine tuning and polishing the things in our life, or the things that we tend to kind of have a pattern of doing in order to push forward. And so that is going to come in handy when, again, the flight is ready for takeoff, or the doors start to open for us. It's like we've kind of worked on all of these things, and it just kind of improves it improves the smooth ride is what I'm hearing. It makes the ride smoother. Okay, what's the foundation here for Scorpio for this month? Page of Cups. Yeah. So I kind of feel like this is also a new way of, this is like, I'm hearing like compassion towards oneself. I feel like there may be a lot of self-love actually towards oneself this month. I think that this is about forgiveness and allowing oneself to kind of like restart, you know, letting things go from the past that we may be even holding against ourselves or holding against other people while not realizing it. So I kind of feel like you may be even dropping a lot of like emotional baggage that we may have been holding on to, realizing that it's just taking up space. What's in the past here for Scorpio? What is Scorpio leaving behind here? The month of May. What are we leaving behind? Seven of Pentacles. Okay. Maybe something that we've invested in. We'll look deeper into that. Future. Near future here for Scorpio. What's coming up for Scorpio? May. Look at that. See? This is the near future here. So that new beginning is on the way. And this is kind of like you're in the waiting room. Okay. But I'm not seeing the waiting room. I'm not seeing it be too long. Like I'm not seeing that you're going to be kept there for a long time. I feel like you've been waiting for quite some time. This kind of feels like it's almost as if it's literally just right around the corner. And that's why it feels maybe so, we may find ourselves a bit impatient because we can feel it. It's because you can feel it coming. Present emotion strength. Look at that. Yeah. Okay. I think that a lot of you are also going to be using this time to overcome something pretty big, something that may have been weighing you down for quite some time. And it's like you're overcoming that. Yeah, I like this. I think this is going to go with the King of Wands here with the strength. Okay, environment. What's in Scorpio's environment here? What's around Scorpio? Two of Pentacles. Balance. Balance being brought back. Balance and harmony being brought back into your life. I wouldn't be surprised if the Justice card kind of came out with that, because I really feel like there's it's almost like a needed balance for you, something that has been long overdue. What I'm seeing here. And I kind of feel like there's something that's just going to feel, you may find that actually throughout the month that in spite of just, you know, kind of patiently waiting for things to happen, that you may, as the month goes on, you'll find yourself feeling pretty grounded, actually like feeling pretty grounded and able to achieve things, get things done, focus on your work kind of stuff. So, or focus on whatever it is that you're aiming for. Because you have a sense of balance within, and I feel like this is an inner balance that you're having, and that's being reflected in your outer world as well. And I'm also seeing with that Two of Pentacles that you may even find that because you feel so balanced inside, that a lot of the things outside of you, so like the people around you, or just the interactions that you have, or just the way things start to flow in your life, also have a really nice sense of balance as well. I'm also hearing phasing out. So I feel like there may be some people in your life that are phasing out as well. I feel like it's kind of gradual though. Okay, hopes, dreams, and desires here for Scorpio. May. Seven of Cups. And then final outcome. Final outcome for Scorpio this month. These two cards, King of Pentacles and the Judgment for your final outcome, which is really, really beautiful. I love that. And then Ace of Swords, nice. So clarity, breakthrough. I really love the vibe for this month, honestly, for you. I mean, it's like it's more about growth this month. And it's like this really graceful growth for you. Yeah, it's not like these. I mean, you may find that you have some really big successes this month as well, like these really beautiful things that you're accomplishing. But I think in a more general sense, this is about graceful growth. And you're going to be reflecting on like the things that just are working out for you, even no matter how small we may categorize them as, like just these beautiful breakthroughs. They're just indicators that, okay, look, I'm growing. I mean, but it's something, right? Like it's progress. It's may not be the end goal, but really celebrating those milestones that we are coming across, which is just massive. And I feel like it's important to celebrate those. Make sure you celebrate yourself, every success, everything that you do, everything that you're accomplishing or breakthroughs that you have. Celebrate all of those, because that's just going to feed into your success. It's going to feed into the next thing and the next thing and the next thing. So allow yourself to celebrate how far you've come. Okay, so let's look into this Ace of Wands and the Six of Cups. And we have the Tower card. Let me pull one more here. Okay, so I feel as though with the Six of Cups, this is actually, let me pull one more just to make sure, because I am picking up on, because a lot of times, let me just make sure. I have one more clarifying card about what this is about. Okay, I don't know. That didn't really clarify what I was thinking. I just wanted to make sure, because what I'm picking up on, actually, I feel like this is something, the Six of Cups, I feel like is something that happened in childhood. So, because a lot of times Six of Cups can show up as a relationship, like a past relationship. So I just wanted to make sure that I had that aligned, but I mean, I don't see relationship cards here. So my intuition is saying that with the Six of Cups here, these are patterns from childhood. So for example, if we had something that happened to us in school or experiences that we had at home, whatever it is, it's like these repetitive patterns or things that may have really contributed to how, like the trajectory of how something has gone for us in the future. So I feel like there is a return to a wholeness here with the Six of Cups. There's a really beautiful return to like connecting with your inner child. And I often believe that, connecting to our inner child really helps us to connect to who we truly are at our core level. Because that is like the most authentic version of us before experiences and traumas and heartbreaks and all that kind of stuff starts to cloud and sense and shift and change our personality. So I feel like there is a return of that, because we have that Ace of Wands as well. So you may even find that you're, you feel different, you may feel more like yourself than you have in a long time. And this is where I'm kind of feeling that balance coming in here for you. So maybe there have been some experiences in childhood where it might have knocked you off balance. It may have kind of set you off alignment in some way or another. And I feel like a lot of you have been really doing some hard work in orienting yourself into alignment. And so that beautiful balance that's coming in here for you, you're going to start feeling that inside. So you may find that passions that you once loved as a kid are coming back, or you may find like talents and gifts or your confidence, things that, really believing in yourself. You may even find that you find yourself kind of like acting from your inner child. So not acting childish, but like having more of a playfulness to your day and your approach to life. Which is really beautiful. It brings like a sense of joy and happiness into everything that you're doing, more of a lighthearted, energy. So that's very beautiful. That's what I'm sensing here. And what I'm seeing here with the clarifying cards, with the Tower and the Swords, is, the things that have been kind of unclear to us are starting to break down. So a lot of the things that have been in the dark, things that we just couldn't figure out, blockages, barriers. And the Two of Swords is like, feeling a bit confused about why is it that I'm not able to make progress forward? Why am I always feeling blocked? Why am I always feeling like, I hit this roadblock every time I try this one endeavor, or I try to go down this road. This is just not working for me. But this is something I truly, truly desire for myself. I just don't know how to make it happen. And I feel like that's why it's so important this month, why Spirit is asking you to not get on the plane yet. Because waiting in that waiting room is going to help you to figure out, it's going to help you bring something down first. So when you do get on that plane, you're not bringing that with you. And so this is the month where it kind of sets the stage for, it's an important month of inner growth because it sets the stage for what's to come in the near future. And the more focused we are on that, the sooner that new beginning comes in for us with this Fool card. So that's what's happening right now. And that's why this month is more about focusing and really kind of trying to figure out, why am I being asked to stand here in this one place right now? What is this one moment needing me to see, or what is it needing me to uncover and heal and figure out and unblock myself? So there's I feel like there may be some kind of realization that you have, or you may be in meditation and then all of a sudden you have this realization about something. I kind of feel like you may kind of uncover something or have an epiphany about something, like some truth about yourself, about your life, or just a change in perspective. I really feel like perspective, like what you see, how you're seeing or perceiving something, you're going to be set free from something, especially if you feel like an experience has had its power over you for a long time. I feel like you're going to be set free. You're going to set yourself free from something by realizing something or having some kind of shift in perspective. So keep an eye open for that, or your awareness open for that, because I really feel like that inner freedom, the feeling of inner freedom, is going to manifest as freedom in your outer world as well. So very important. I feel like it's just really important. Okay. Knight of Pentacles. Yeah. So you're definitely in the right path here for the Three of Wands. This is a really good sign that you are working towards all the things that you are definitely meant to be working towards. You are on the right path, even if sometimes you kind of are questioning it. Let's do another one for the Three of Wands. Can we clarify the Three of Wands here? Oh, look at that. Yeah. See, again, because whatever it is that you're doing is bringing balance and harmony back into your life, but you're also manifesting change with the Two of Pentacles. So you're bringing balance, but you're also but it's also going to make changes in your physical world at some point in the near future here. This is the trajectory that you're on. What you're manifesting and what you're calling in could be like a change in job, a change in home environment, travel. I really see you traveling or wanting to travel. And that could be why they kept giving me the scenario of getting on a plane, because I feel like a lot of you are wanting a shift and change in your outer world. Like maybe some of you are really feeling adventurous. You want to travel more. You want to see things. You want to experience new things. You want your world to open up. I feel like maybe some of you may have felt like you've been in a place of stagnancy for quite some time, and you're just ready to bust through. And that's some of that kind of antsiness of come on, dancing in your seat, can we go already? And so I feel like there is going to be a lot of travel. I really see that for some of you. And you're working hard towards that. You're building towards that. And so staying focused on right here, right now is going to just add those bricks. You're laying down the bricks to the house that you're building. And that house will eventually get built. But all we could do right now is just lay one brick at a time. So that's kind of that's where we're at here. Okay. So building foundations. Okay, Seven of Pentacles in your past position. What is this about? Seven of Pentacles. Can we clarify the Chariot, please? Who's the Chariot? The Chariot. Okay, that makes sense. Sorry, I really needed to clarify those cards. Okay, so I'm feeling like in the past here, see again, we have that Six of Cups and the Three of Swords. I feel as though there may have been some kind of situation in the past with these cards here where we may have felt like we were too quick to... Okay, no. We may have felt, and this may only resonate for some, so take this as it resonates, but it could feel like we're kind of looking back at our past and seeing like, where could I have made a different choice? Or where do I feel like, I didn't get to build for myself, especially with the Seven of Pentacles. So this is kind of feeling like a plan's not going in the direction that we wanted them to go in. And it could have been something where it was like a childhood dream, right? Like this is something from the past. This is something from childhood. This could be a relationship. This is where something it feels like something got kind of cut short. So it could have been a career. It could have been some kind of life, a path endeavor, some career thing, some career we wanted to pursue, but we couldn't. This could have been a relationship, something where it feels like we didn't get to invest in it. Like it didn't get to grow something. It's almost like there was some kind of interference is what I'm sensing here, because there is like this heartbreak, this sadness about a lost opportunity or something that didn't get to fully form or mature in the right way. Like I feel like with that Chariot card, it's like wanting to move, but kind of felt a bit blocked in that area, like didn't get to move forward, didn't get to progress. And I feel like, there was a decision or a choice, like a crossroads to make. Or now I feel like we may be presented with some kind of crossroads or decision to, collaborate or work with someone to build again, to rebuild again. So maybe that's there for someone. But I kind of feel like we're coming from an energy where we're looking back at something in our past where we really had the desire to build upon it, to grow, to invest in it, but something kind of interfered or something got derailed kind of quickly and it didn't get to reach its full potential. And that resulted in some sense of some heartbreak, some kind of disappointment, or something got knocked off balance there. So again, that could be work related, or it could be a relationship. It could be both, anything here. So then we have the Page of Cups in your foundation. So this is again about reestablishing a connection with our authentic self with that Page of Cups. This could also be, as we do that, as we kind of heal a connection with ourselves, you may find that you're also attracting newer connections into your life that kind of have the same vibe. So you may be reconnecting with old friends, you may be connecting with partners or people from the past, anything, but it's almost like there is a starting over. Like, can we start over again? Can we be friends again? Or can we start this off as a friendship? So I feel like friendship seems to be a really beautiful theme for you right now, Scorpio. And some of those friendships may grow into something more in the near future, but having a foundation of friendship, because this is in your foundation space, position. So this is not only a friendship with other people, but this is also you befriending yourself. So this is about reaching a new level of compassion, love, generosity with yourself. And that is going to be reflected in the people that you're attracting in your life. So this is where you're at. This is the energy that you're attracting. This is what you're kind of calling in right now. So that's why I feel like that work on yourself, the energy that you are focusing on at the moment in May is going to pay off in a really big way in the future months. So this is kind of like a really important time of investment for the month of May. So on the surface level, it may look kind of quiet, but it's like a really important month of creation. It's the month of like incubating. It's the month of investing. Whatever it is that you're planting in the ground is what is going to sprout. So it's significant. Yeah, 10 of Wands. Letting go, again, that emotional baggage, letting go of things that are no longer serving and restarting. And whether that's with yourself or with other people or both, that's kind of the theme here, is letting things go, starting over again, wiping the slate clean. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles. Beautiful. And this is about nurturing and caring for the things that we want to see mature into the long term with that Queen of Pentacles. So whether that's in a relationship, in a friendship with yourself or with your businesses, or maybe all of those things, with this Queen of Pentacles, this is about nurturing, growth, consistency. And also I know that she's not the Queen of Swords, but I am kind of feeling the sense of learning from the past, like knowing what works and what doesn't, and what is required for something to really be nurtured into abundance. What is it that we need to put into it in order for us to, and what did we not do in the past? Maybe when we were younger, when we were still learning, when we were still kind of growing into ourselves, kind of looking back at what worked and what didn't, and applying that wisdom to what we want to build and grow now. So that wisdom is going to come in handy this month for you as well, kind of reflecting back and seeing what kind of has worked for you and what hasn't. And using that wisdom for what you're building. Okay, the Fool. Wow, look at that. King of Pentacles. I love that. We have the King of Pentacles show up here twice, actually. Let me pull one more here. King of Pentacles. I'm kind of getting vibes that this is somebody else. Yeah, okay. Okay, look at that. So we have the King of Pentacles, you have the Page of Cups, and the Ace of Cups. So I kind of feel like there's a King of Pentacles. I feel like you, Scorpio, are actually the Queen of Pentacles at the moment. And again, this is not gender specific. So you're Queen of Pentacles. You are nurturing, you are growing, you are kind of, feeding. You're feeding whatever it is that you want to build in your life. There is someone here who is a King of Pentacles, who is of equal match to you, who is kind of at the same frequency, on the same page. And there's a new beginning here with the King of Pentacles. This King of Pentacles may approach you as, again, with that Page of Cups, as a friendship. So there's some kind of relationship here that is having a new beginning, that is going to start off as a friendship, just a simple conversation, or just kind of able to kind of get something going, to start something. And especially with that Ace of Cups, though, this is long-term love. This is like, falling in love. This is about happiness. This is about joy. This is about that new beginning. And I'm hearing the word yes. So I don't know how that's going to resonate for some of you. Maybe you're saying yes to this King of Pentacles, or that's like the green light for this connection from Spirit. But there's a really big resounding yes with this Ace of Cups. Like, this is meant for you. There's something here about this connection with the King of Pentacles that has, like, this is yours. Like, this is part of your path. This belongs on your path. This is truly in alignment for you. So that's really exciting, actually. I think you're going to be very happy and pleased with the way this connection goes. Can we have one more here? The Hanged Man. Yeah. So it could have been something that has been a bit delayed for quite some time, or it's something that's been a long time coming. So again, even if something doesn't seem like there's a lot of action happening on the surface, just know there is so much happening below the surface. And a lot of it has to do with what you're putting into your own life and what you're building and creating. You're going to start seeing those results, those effects kind of show up in your outer reality. So the more you're focused on yourself, the more you're focused on your growth, the quicker these things will kind of start to really manifest in your life. Okay. The Strength and the King of Wands. This is in your emotional sphere. So this is all about bravery and courage. Yeah. So this is all about having the courage to set out on a new path. So some of you may be saying goodbye to an old life. You may be saying goodbye to some people, some connections, things that you have invested a lot of your energy into. But I am kind of feeling like there's something you've outgrown, something that's actually holding you back, something that makes you feel stuck in your life. And you know deep down that this is no longer fitting for you, that this is no longer resonating with you in your life. And so as the King of Wands, I feel like you're kind of building up the courage, the stamina, this inner strength, the confidence to manifest the new beginning. And you're getting ready to say yes to it. I feel like a lot of you know that you kind of have to make a decision here, that there's some kind of crossroads that you're in, especially with that Two of Wands. And I feel like this Two of Wands here, you are presented with this. It's like in this, in the past, I feel like maybe in the last few months or last year, Spirit has been kind of prepping you that you're going to approach a crossroads at some point in the near future, and kind of really reflect and kind of figure out what you want to choose. by the time the crossroads is presented to you, you know what decision to make, and you kind of have yourself all aligned, and you're clear, you have clarity within to know what it is that you want for yourself. And so with this Magician kind of asks you, because the Magician, you're in the Fool's journey, you have that coming up in your near future. The first stop on that Fool's journey is the Magician. And the Magician asks, like, what is it that you want for your life? Now, knowing what you know about yourself, about your life, about where you've been, where is it that you want to head? Because I feel like this is all about having that inner clarity. And having that inner clarity is going to really help you to make the right choice that's right for you, right for your path, your aligned path. And that's going to be different for different people. And so whatever choice that you're being presented with, the alternate choice, whatever you're leaving behind, may ask you to kind of really have this King of Wands kind of energy, where you're going to need to stand your ground, be confident in your decision, be confident in what you choose and why you're choosing it, and maybe have everything to do with you also needing to let go of something that you have been attached to, something that you have even really loved at some point or still love, but also knowing that it's not for you anymore. So there could be even a bit of a grief there with the Strength card is kind of what I'm sensing here. And that's why it's the Strength card, because it's not easy. Whatever it is that we may be leaving behind is not always easy. It could be a difficult choice between two different things. And so the King of Wands is someone who has that strength within him to make a difficult choice, and knowing what to put first, knowing what is meant for them and what is not, and making the choice that is in alignment and integrity of one's soul purpose. So that's what I feel like you're in that space this month. And that, again, that work is going to help prepare you for that. Okay, Two of Pentacles in your environment. Oh, beautiful. Look at that, Empress. Yeah, so this is you. This is definitely you. Again, bringing balance, also knowing what is going to bring you balance and harmony in your life. So I feel like this month, you're going to do a really good job with balancing like work and play and taking care of yourself. I kind of feel like you're going to have a really good handle on your schedule. And that's what the Empress is. It's like, again, with that, I feel like you're the Queen of Pentacles and the Empress. And I'm also feeling like you're the King of Wands as well this month, where you're really embodying this confidence. You have a very clear set goal. You're very set on what it is that you want to accomplish, and you're really staying focused. That's what I'm kind of seeing here with the Empress card. This is all about abundance, and this is all about you tuning into your abundance. I also really feel like you're being very clear to the people around you as well about where you kind of stand. I feel like you have this really beautiful magnetic aura, and what's happening is the people that are around you are they are adjusting to what you are emanating, what you are putting out, so it's kind of like they can see your determination. People can see your determination, that you really have some kind of goal that you're wanting to achieve. You have some place you want to get to in your life, and you are set on that. And I kind of feel like you're not going to be really met with a whole lot of interference. I feel like it's going to start shifting and changing some things in your outer reality for sure. So again, phasing out. So some of you may experience a phasing out of people in your life that once actually occupied dominant space in your life. You're kind of going to see them take a backseat, or even just slowly kind of fading out of your life. And then you also may see newer people coming into your life, other people, other energies kind of entering. And I'm also hearing the word re-entering. So really some of you may reconnect with like old friends, old people, or, even partners, whatever it is. I do believe we have a retrograde this month. So, that tends to happen a lot when retrograde comes around. So 9 of Swords, what is this about? I don't feel like you're worried. Are you worried? I don't know. What's the 9 of Swords? Can we clarify the 9 of Swords here? What are we worried about? This is in your environment though. So this could be someone else who is stressed out over you. Because I'm not feeling like this is you. The Lovers. Okay, so maybe this is a romantic thing. Who is this 9 of Swords? I feel like there is someone who feels as though is worried about, I'm really strongly picking up on this. Oh, I just looked at the bottom of the deck. We have a King of Cups. Okay. So I feel as though there's someone else who's a King of Cups here, because I really strongly feel like you're the Empress here in this situation. I feel like there is someone here, and this may be the King of Pentacles that wants to reconnect with you here. So I feel like there's someone here who feels as though, I grabbed too many cards, who is worried about this connection with you. They are, it's like they feel, it's almost like they feel as though you're really maybe emotionally kind of closed off, like you've kind of emotionally distanced yourself from them, that they've maybe lost you. Is what I'm sensing here with the Four of Cups and Eight of Cups. Like they're seeing you. I don't feel like this is you. I feel like you may be a bit, I think for you, Scorpio, you're just focused on other things. I don't think that you've necessarily closed your off. I mean, take this as it resonates. Some of you may have, depending on the situation and the person. Maybe some of you really do needed to kind of like walk away from someone. And some of you, I think that it's just you protecting yourself. So I feel like you're kind of, you have, some of you may feel you're being perceived, at least from the other side, as someone who has a wall up emotionally. Like you're not really emotionally available to this person, and that's stressing them out. It's making them feel like, I want to reconnect with my Empress, but I don't know how, because I feel really kind of blocked off. Like I feel like this Empress has walked away from me emotionally. I feel like I may have lost them. I feel like, and it could also be from this person could have walked away in the past as well. And that's why there is some kind of wall or barrier up with this Empress. So I feel like there's a lot of moving pieces there and some kind of connection. But there is someone here who's worried, who I feel like wants to try to reestablish some kind of connection, but is having a hard time kind of, trying to figure out how to kind of reconnect on that level, and doesn't know how to do it. See, there's a Star card. So there is like this wish from this King of Cups. And we also have the Hierophant card. So I kind of feel like there's a connection here that is being divinely guided, that's being divinely protected. And that may be something that this King of Cups doesn't see. This could also be something where this King of Cups is wishing to have some kind of formal, connection with you, like marriage. They may have marriage on their mind or want something long-term. So that's what they're wanting to manifest, wanting to create. Like that's what they want with this Empress. And they're also they're feeling like they need to kind of hold back and control their own emotions because they're showing up as the King of Cups. But I do feel like they have long-term in mind. They have this commitment that they want to make to you. But I also feel like they don't know really how to get in, because maybe from past circumstances or whatever the situation is, I feel like they're a bit worried. And I feel like that energy is around you. They're worried, they're stressed out about, having had maybe lost you and don't know how to get you back. So that's what I'm picking up on with these cards. Okay, Seven of Cups. So this is in your hopes, dreams, and desires. So I feel like this is something where for you, Scorpio, it's been a long time coming, where I feel like a lot of you just wanted to find your path. Like you want to come out of a place of not knowing, like confusion. There may be for a long time, there have been several things that you've been kind of working with or playing around with, trying to find where you belong. Because I feel like I'm getting the sense from the Seven of Cups is for a long time, it's like maybe you're good at many different things or you have many different interests. And it's like, but it's also about you being able to know what is it that you're truly passionate about. Because for Scorpios, it's really important that, we work from a place of passion. If there's no passion or emotion attached to it, it's very, very difficult to feel inspired and motivated to do the work. We could do it, but it's kind of like, it's not fun. It's an unpleasant experience for Scorpios. At least that's what I think. But I feel like here there is something here about finding, like wanting to just find what is the path? You know, like, where do I fit? What is going to bring me long-term success, long-term happiness? Can I just pick something and just feel happy in it forever? And that's the thing. And I don't have to try to figure this out anymore, because it's almost as if it's this indecision, or it's this feeling like, which one is it? Which one is it? That has caused us to not move at all, you know, and we could also feel like everybody else around us is just having growth and moving and going in all the right directions. Why is it that I'm not able to move in the direction that I want to move in? And I kind of feel like the Seven of Cups has something to do with that. I feel like there is this feeling of, I'm not really sure what is the right path. I always kind of feel like I choose one path and I think it's supposed to have been another. So I feel like here in your hopes, dreams, and desires, you really want to find, what is it that's meant for me? What is my path? And I love this, because you know what's interesting is that I was talking about this card, but I kept looking over at the Ace of Swords, because that's that clarity, right? That's that breakthrough. And guess what card came out? The Ace of Swords. So this is the month of you finding that clarity, whatever answers it is that you're feeling like you need to figure out the path that's going to be revealed to you this month. And again, see, there's some really beautiful inner growth, inner clarity, inner answers that are going to help set you up for the coming months. This is a really big moment, or a big month of transformation within your own perception of how you're seeing things. And it's going to change the way you work. It's going to change the way you approach your days. It's going to change the way you see yourself, and maybe even change your relationships, or the way you're approaching relationships. You're going to take a real leadership position this month in your life. And that is from the goals that you're setting for yourself, how you handle relationships and connections, everything. So this is kind of like a bossing up kind of energy to this. And then we have the Four of Pentacles. So again, holding on to and establishing some sense of stability and security. So having this clarity about what your path is going to help you lay down the right kinds of foundations for the future. So that's what this is also about, is laying down those bricks. Okay, in your final outcome, we have the Judgment and the King of Pentacles. So you have the King of Pentacles again here. So this is all about truth. So I kind of feel like with this King of Pentacles, this is, you know, this energy of, this could be someone else. Okay, I'm seeing two different things here. We can interpret the King of Pentacles in two different ways. One is that I do see you being as the Queen of Pentacles, nurturing and growing what you're wanting to build in your life. But the King of Pentacles, I feel like you could also be, you know, again, finding the truth, like connecting to your soul purpose, or seeing the truth about your path, seeing the truth about what it is that you want to create. And the King of Pentacles takes action on that, kind of takes on this leadership position and makes it happen. Has a really strong fatherly kind of energy, wants to plan for the future, wants to have everything in order, makes sure that they are set up for the long term. So for some of you, you could also be the way that you're nurturing and growing your life is by having clarity and being very particular about, where do I want to put my investments? So for some of you, like this is the path that I want to go on. So what am I going to need for myself to set myself up to have a happy and secure and safe future for myself? Regardless of what kind of comes in my way on this new journey of mine, I want to make sure that I can take care of myself, or I want to make sure that my family is taken care of. So I feel like some of you are in that mindset, you know, so some of you may be opening up like multiple streams of income, like making sure that I have this going and I have this going just in case for that rainy day, and I have this set up. So that's kind of like the mind space that I see you in. Another message that I'm seeing from the King of Pentacles and Judgment is, again, that another person having this King of Pentacles energy could be seeing the truth of a connection with you as their Queen of Pentacles. You know, they see you as their Empress. They see you as the person that they want to have a long-term commitment with. And they are seeing the truth in the reality of that. It's being clear to them. It's being clearly shown to them. And look at that, Queen of Wands. So they could be seeing you someone as, again, a business owner, someone who's confident, who is really like stands out, someone who is not afraid to be themselves. There's a really beautiful authenticity to this Queen of Wands as well. Someone who's highly creative. So they could be seeing you someone as very, very creative and has some really beautiful ideas, a visionary. And they also see you as someone who's very abundant and who makes things happen. So that's a really beautiful energy here. Yeah, justice. So there's balance coming into a situation. I feel like there is harmony and balance being established in a connection between this King of Pentacles and Queen of Wands. And I really feel like Spirit is overlooking that. I feel like Spirit is seeing that. I feel like there's a lot going on behind the scenes that we may not be aware of. And I'm hearing from this card, trust. The judgment and trust means the justice. I'm sorry, I don't even know what I just said. Justice and judgment, I feel like are both saying to trust whatever's kind of happening in this connection, because in your heart of hearts, if you know that something is going to happen, to just trust your own instincts on that. There's a lot of information out there about connections and these twin flame connections and soulmate connections and everything. And it's hard to sometimes, if we listen to too many things, it's going to be hard to kind of decipher what is our story and what is not. So sometimes I'm kind of hearing here is to really tune into what you know is true for you. And it's okay to kind of, if something just doesn't fit for you or doesn't feel good for you, just set it to the side. It may not be your message. I'm picking up on that here, because sometimes we can really get caught up in what's going to happen, that we tend to lose our balance, or we can lose our grounding. So I'm hearing here to really have a sense of balance and harmony within yourself. So, and kind of have a simple truth, like really tune into the simple truth. What do you know is true for you and for your story, and let that be enough. It doesn't have to be anybody else's story. It can just be yours. So really tapping into a simple truth about a connection that you have with another person. And I feel like that's going to resonate for you. If someone's going to resonate with that, like that's going to make sense to you. If that doesn't make sense to you, then it's probably not your message. But I feel like that's something that someone needs to hear, that there's like a simple truth that you know about your connection, and you can just like put like a period at the end of the sentence. So I feel like that was a very specific message, but let me see one more here. Yeah, Eight of Pentacles. I feel like both people are really working hard on themselves. And I feel like both people may not even realize it, but they're both working hard to kind of come together. And whether that's spiritually or financially or physically or whatever it is that they need to do, there's a lot of work being put into this connection. And I feel like a lot of it is being done in silence, and a lot of it is being done behind the scenes, and you can trust that. So, okay. And then we have the Page of Swords here. So this is all about allowing ourselves to kind of learn a new way of doing something. I feel like a lot of us are getting ready for a new chapter in our life with that Page of Swords. I feel like this is all about a new level of understanding. This is all about coming into more of like a beginner's mind. Like, okay, we're ready for this new stage in my life. How am I going to navigate this? So you may even discover that you have some new interests. Some of you may even discover that you want to go back to school, or that you want to learn something new. It doesn't have to be like a formal schooling, but it's like you're learning a new way of doing something. You're learning something new. So opening yourself up and kind of having a beginner's mind may come into play here this month as well for you. Okay, let's go into some oracle cards. What is a challenge for Scorpio this month, in the month of May? Challenge for Scorpio. Simplicity. That's so funny. Yeah. So again, simplicity. So this is about really tapping into your inner truth. A lot of times it's really simple. Sometimes we make it more complicated than it needs to be. So I feel like what may be helpful here is if we need to take a break, honestly, and this is coming from someone who has a channel and does readings, if you need to take a break from readings, take a break from readings, because sometimes too much of it can really, really confuse you. Because there's so many energies, and a lot of these, especially if you're watching them on YouTube, they're all general energies. So it's like, it's not all meant for you, even if sometimes we think it is. Just take it as it resonates. But sometimes kind of unplugging and just doing something completely different will help to bring some simplicity back into your life. And that's really, really helpful here. So that is something that we may not realize it's coming from that, but it's like you may find you have a lot more of your energy kind of frees up when we can just listen to your own inner guidance. It's really, really all we need, to be completely honest. That's all you need is your inner guidance. It's, you know you best, and that's going to be your best guide. It always is. Okay. What is something positive here for Scorpio? Change. Yeah. So I love this because this is confirmation that change is coming. And I love that. So I hope that that is reassuring for you that there is change. I feel like sometimes we're always waiting for the change to happen, that we sometimes think like, is this ever even going to happen? Is this just in my mind? Am I making it up? Is this just like, I don't want to stay stuck in this one place forever. This doesn't feel good to me. But I don't think that there is. I think that the more and I think that that's why directing our focus onto what we want to create is going to be really helpful here. But there is change coming. There's change on the horizon. And thriving. Yeah. You're shifting into a space where you're going to attract a lot of success, and that's success in achieving your goals, whatever those goals are. And you're moving into more of a space where you can thrive as a person and grow. So it's like you're kind of being shifted into an environment where you fit the best. You know, what is your habitat? What is your sanctuary? Where does your spirit really where does it nurture you and nourish you to continue to grow and you can thrive? And that is what you're being shifted into. That's where you rightfully belong. Because as you're coming into an alignment with yourself, naturally the energy is going to shift you into an alignment where you can also, where you fit the best. So that's what's changing here for you. Animal guidance for Scorpio this month. Where am I? Open to infinite possibility. So this is the month where I also feel like you are going to start changing your mindset from some things kind of being a dream, like things that we want, but there may have been underneath maybe a bit of disbelief of it actually happening. And so I kind of feel like there is a shift that's going to happen here for you this month, where you actually start to believe that the things that you want, and also the things that you may not have thought to ask for, but are actually coming your way, are starting to happen for you. So I feel like, again, this beginner's mind, changing the way we see things happening for us. So no longer keeping things just a dream, or no longer keeping things just a fantasy, that something can really happen for us, something can really manifest for us. Miracles are real, that they can happen, that we can, that it's possible for our world to change in drastic ways. That we don't have to stay stuck in one place forever, that it's never like a sentence. We can always manifest that change for ourselves. So I feel like there's a belief. I feel like there's something about the starfish spirit where it's about starting to believe that that things can be different, or things can change for us, and that's going to really help to attract what we want. Okay. How can Scorpio take care of themselves this month? Divine patience. I think this is such a perfect card, you know? This is just so perfect. Divine patience. And see, this is clarity for that message that I was picking up on earlier. So this is definitely spirit kind of saying it's coming. It's just going to require some patience. So divine timing is at play here, and you're being protected, right? So it's like that. It's not rejection, but rejection is God's protection. So kind of putting that trust in spirit, knowing that it will come when the time is right, because it is meant for your highest good. It's going to be presented at a time when you are ready, in the right space to receive it, when you can thrive with whatever is being prepared for you. So yeah, divine patience is such an appropriate card for the message for this month. Okay, beautiful month, Scorpio. This is a really important month and a time for focus, is what I really feel. I hope this reading resonated. If it did, don't forget to like and subscribe. So it's so helpful for the channel to grow. And I'm so grateful for all your support. And I will see you for next month. Bye, Scorpio.